10 UFC fighters we're most excited about in 2017. Here are 10 fighters we think are poised to build on a strong 2016 with an even better 2017. Conor McGregor. Admittedly, we are more excited for what's coming for Conor McGregor outside of the octagon in 2017 than inside of it. The Irishman reached all new heights in late 2016, when he won the lightweight title to become the UFC's first ever simultaneous two-division champion, and that opened the door for him to explore the various options now at his doorstep. According to UFC President Dana White, McGregor will be on the shelf for about 10 months while he prepares for the birth of his first child. That hasn't stopped him from locking up a cameo on Game of Thrones and drawing serious interest from the WWE, though. 2016 was a huge year for McGregor, but 2017 figures to be just as big. Yair Rodriguez. 2017 could be the year that Yair Rodriguez thrusts himself into mainstream popularity. The featherweight Phenom has won all 4 of his UFC bouts after winning the inaugural season of the Ultimate Fighter, Latin America, and has a big fight with former UFC champion BJ Penn coming up in January that should be a preview of what's to come from the fighter over the next 12 months. Rodriguez has an extremely entertaining fighting style and at just 24 years old, continues to improve every time he takes the octagon. Da-Oh Choi. Da-Oh Choi is part of an exciting new class of UFC featherweights ready to take the division by storm. Along with fellow 145ers Max Holloway and Yair Rodriguez, Choi is a trained mixed martial artist who can do just about everything inside the octagon. Choi is coming off a loss to veteran Cub Swanson at UFC 206, but in that fight he proved he's talented enough to throw down with the division's best. His priority in 2017 should be to fight more often, as fans have only seen him twice in 2016 and 4 times since 2014. Cody Garbrandt. If Cody Garbrandt can wrestle the UFC bantamweight title away from longtime champion Dominick Cruz at UFC 207, he'll set himself up for a pretty interesting 2017. A win would almost guarantee a rematch with Cruz, but there's also a fight with former stablemate TJ Dillashaw to be made in the future. And one bout all UFC fans would love to see is a scrap with fellow heavy-handed bantamweight John Lineker, who happened to be fighting Dillashaw on the same night Cruz fights for the title. Even if he doesn't win on December 30th, there are plenty of big fights available to Garbrandt that could easily propel him back into the title picture. With all his talent and power, it's hard not to imagine him getting his hands on the belt sometime in the near future. Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall followed up his first-round submission of former WWE superstar CM Punk with an impressive win over fellow budding star Sage Northcutt. Now that he's made a name for himself amongst MMA fans, 2017 is the year he starts attacking the lightweight top 15. Gall has really good jiu-jitsu, but we've yet to see it tested against world-class competition. He answered a few questions about his striking against Northcutt, as his submission came after he dropped super with a right hook, though it remains to be seen if it's good enough to carry him throughout a fight where his takedowns and grappling have been neutralized. What waits ahead for Gall are tests in all facets of the game. How he answers the bell will largely impact his career. Aljamain Sterling. Before losing his first professional fight earlier this year, Aljamain Sterling was thought of as one of the most promising prospects on the roster. The loss definitely knocked off a bit of the New Yorker's luster, but at 27 with 4 UFC wins on his record, he has plenty of time to regain it. Like Garbrandt, there are plenty of exciting bantamweight fights for Sterling to consider in 2017. He opens the year against third-ranked Rafael Assunção, and a win there could put him just one fight away from a title shot. 2017 should offer plenty of clarify in the men's bantamweight division. Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz has fought just once since 2013, but the former Strikeforce champion says he's ready to take on the best welterweights in the world in 2017. Diaz was cleared to return after settling his debt with the Nevada State Athletic Commission and has been linked to bouts with various fighters in February or March of next year. Doesn't UFC 209 on March 4 seem like the perfect time for the Stockton, California native to return? Max Holloway. Max Holloway took part in 2016 and has a chance to completely take over in 2017. The budding superstar put his nose to the grind and won fight after fight, culminating his 10-fight win streak with a convincing victory over Anthony Pettis to take home the interim title. With a belt officially on his shoulder, Holloway's first task will be to unify the title in a fight against Jose Aldo. Assuming he gets past that significant test, the sky is the limit for the young Hawaiian. He won't be able to relax though, as up-and-coming featherweight star Choi and Yair Rodriguez are hot on his heels. Donald Cerrone. Every year since 2014 has been a damn good year for Donald Cerrone, and we expect much of the same in 2017. After building himself into a lightweight contender and challenging for the title in 2015, Cerrone turned himself into a legit welterweight contender in 2016 by winning 4 fights in the division. He currently sits at 5th in the 170-pound standings and with a couple more wins, could be fighting for a title in his second UFC weight class. Gegard Mousasi. Gegard Mousasi finished the year with a bang. Following a win over Vitor Belfort, the former Dream champion finally started to speak up about a potential title shot, and fans really enjoyed the new and improved Gegard. Mousasi would go on to dismantle Uriah Hall and again dare anyone to tell him he doesn't deserve to fight for the middleweight title. Mousasi started speaking his mind in 2016, and we can't wait to hear what he has to say in 2017.